Alright guys, almost a baby. My reel has done that to me. It's a different one. Let it backspin, back reel. That little knob sometimes, that's the back reels. I did it on 2 different reels now. Alright guys, I'm fun fishing now. Fun day. I'm just using a mixture. He's a baby. This is just a, this is a color I call yummy. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, the spot lock's supposed to be good for 5 feet. I pulled up, got away from that dock, a good 4 or 5 feet like I am now. All right, set my spot lock. And I just look back at this now, and I'm against the dock. Guys, I switched colors on y'all. Really having the time getting under this dock. He's a little bigger. It's a few back there. I'll try to get y'all shot with my depth finder, but it's not. They're scattered. Like this spawn's going on. It's a Friday afternoon. I got done on my job about 2:30. It's 4 o'clock now, guys. I had to go put gas in the boat. Then I talked to the guy who owns the marina. That's where I sell my baits. He's gonna fool you. He's about 11 inches. Now that one was on Blue Boy, color I call Blue Boy. Okay, that's old Blue Boy, one of Lamar's heads. David sent me this. Dave from Oregon. His name's David on the page. He sent me these little clips. I was trying them. You can switch jig heads. They'd be really good for crappie fishing. I mean, that's crappie. I am crappie fishing. They'd be really good for some perch fishing, because a lot of times I change flies a lot, and I throw little flies. But thought I'd try them. That way you don't have to tie loop knots. The purpose of that, you just snap it on there, and you don't need a loop knot. Okay, you just tie that on. All right, guys. Well, here they are. Bait fish right here. See, it ain't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6. I don't know what that is. Couple, something there, something right there fooling around. Some bass fooling around here too, or carp. I think that's what that might be right there. See, it's a little bit of, but it ain't many. There's 2 little fish right there. There you go. But the opening on this dock is only about 6 inches. Yeah, that I've got to skip through to get my bait back there. Alright guys, like I said, they're spawning, they're scattered. I'm on the next dock down, and I didn't see but a couple fish on the bottom, maybe 8 foot here. And I threw out there, and that little 9.5 incher hit the Blue Boy. That's a good color. That's a color I haven't used. I don't think I've used this color on this channel. You think, yeah, Dennis, you ought to be using some of your own colors. I use a lot of my colors. Just one of them I've never really pushed it. I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I know I haven't made a pour to catch with it. So maybe that's coming. But the water's been so nasty too. It's getting better. I was working on a boathouse today, and I had to paint the bulkhead. The wooden bulkhead along the back, I had to stain it, the top section of it. And I was looking for bass to be bedding the whole time I was doing it. And guys, I could see down in the water a good little ways. It was 3 foot there, and I could see the bottom. So. Hey, did y'all see that? I hope I got that on camera. I'm reeling this crappie in, and a bass got after him right there. Y'all had to hear that clumps. It was a decent sized bass after him. I had that happen to me one other time a couple of years ago. The bass grabbed him, and that happened to my son one time. We was fishing from the bank, and the bass grabbed the fish. About 10 inches, 10 and a half. That's old Blue Boy. I put this, I'm switching colors a little bit, guys, just trying to use some of my different baits. I told you, look, I got baits laying everywhere. You can look at my boat and go like, this guy makes baits. Look over here. I shouldn't show you all this. They were in a pile right here, guys. Right down the lake in the boat. They've bounced around and went everywhere. But I picked through them. I picked through some of those and use them. If not, I'll take them off the boat and I put them in a junk pile and I remelt them. I'm going right back in. That fish came from out in this on this walk. And I really didn't see many fish. There's a couple fish there. I seen one nicer fish. I think it's probably a bass. And I thought, there's a couple small fish hanging that walk. Right now, guys, they're spawning. Any of these docks like that, I can probably go right on down this bank. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to go down this bank and hit these docks that are in decent water. This point on the point I'm going to hit. and we're gonna fish for about an hour. It's 4:30 to about 6:30, and we're gonna see how many fish we can catch. Now I need to turn the boat around here. My boat's gotten, they're running current right now, and the current's going that way. It's toward, I'm gonna fall in the water. Current's going that way. See, it's pulling me the direction I don't want to go. So, and I don't want to run the trolling motor the whole time. That spooks the fish too. All right, the first one came off that ladder. Now I've said this in other videos, guys. Crappie love those ladders. On this lake, that ladder goes down. Let's say it's got 3 more steps in it. They'll get behind it or get in it and sit on one of those steps. Just like structure. It's just structure in the water for them. That's all it is. And you until the water gets hot, until it gets up to say 72, 74, when it's in the 60s to low 70s on this lake, they like those ladders. After the spawn, I catch more crappie off the walks than I do the big areas. I don't know why that is, but I catch the big crappie off the walks. The little ones will pile up under that dock. The big ones will get on this corner, probably so they can grab some minnows when they come by or something, right? But we'll do that a couple of videos down the road. I'll show you all that. I'll make a video where I go out and just fish these walks. Now what I'm doing, guys, you can see my bait hit back there. I'm skipping. I'm throwing sideways, let it hit the water and bounce a couple times. Guys, I don't think it's gonna be a very big one. I figured fishing, left the docks up there, was trying to find some other fish. I fished a pocket back here behind me. There was some in the pocket. They wouldn't follow me. This is the mineral color. It's in the fluke. I went to a fluke because they kept following me and they wouldn't hit me. Now I'm fishing down this bank, and there's trees that fell in the water, guys. 2 up here, and there's 1 here in this corner. And I miss fishing the down tree now. All right, guys. I moved. I went into a little pocket back there a while ago, and I caught a few. And they were running around there. This one's a little male. This is why I'm telling you they're hard to find. And the big ones are hard to find. I made a video the other evening, and I found the big ones in a pocket. That's why I went in a pocket back there down the lake about a mile. And I seen some big fish, and they wouldn't bite me. That little male. You can tell by his colors he's a male. Well, guys, I had another one the next cast, and he got off. I went to this little fluke. If y'all noticed that too, it's in the mineral color, because the water is, I told you, it's decently clear now. It's not great, but it's better. And I can see him here. Let me show y'all. I don't have my other camera set up because I just moved. See here? Those are fish. See that little stick up? That's what I'm throwing at. They're fish in shallow water. Now I'm looking out in front of me. Look right there. See there? See those marks? Those are fish. See, they're moving. That's what I'm throwing at. And some of them, all of them not crappie. Some of them could be bass. Some of them could be other things. But the crappie up in here spawning, guys, in this little pocket's what they're doing. I don't know what this one thinks he is. He thinks he's a monster. Good gosh. No, he ain't a monster, but he's not a bad one. The guys, that's why I was telling you, I'm just throwing at them. Some of them are following me. Some of them not paying attention to me. But there's a lot of them here. As I'm looking around, I constantly can see one of those little bumps, and sometimes they leave the bottom, and that's what they are. When the crappie spawn them, they get up in these little pockets like that. Don't pay attention to depth finder, guys. I know it said I was only in a couple feet of water. It reads from the back. The depth is reading from back here. See, my boat, back of my boat's not in any water. He's probably 11 inches. See, I'm on the bank back here, but I'm facing out toward the main channel. Y'all can see it's a long ways across there. It's 22 foot at the bridge. So if that gives you an idea of the kind of place you want to find little spawning crappie, now they'd be good eaters if you want to find something to eat. So you can see it's brush in the water here. There's a tree coming in there. That's what you want to hunt for. Anything. There's big stumps in here too. I know they are, guys. I've caught big crappie here before. I caught a citation crappie here one time in Virginia. They got to be 15 inches, so 2 pounds. I've caught citation crappie right here off this bank, fishing from the bank my son and I many times. Many times in the evenings, and he was small. He's still small, but he's 24. When he was young, we would come home and get down in this corner right here against the bank and fish, and over at the bridge. And we've caught a lot of nice crappie doing that. And I'll show you another thing. See, there's a stump. See? And that stump, you see where my depth finder's facing? It's right there. It's out there 20 foot. So it's a stump out there 20 foot. That's the kind of stuff they like, and that's why they're in here roaming around. This is a perfect spawning spot. You got trash on the bank, you got stumps, you got riprap over there, and I'm just kicking around here, looking around, and when I see something that looks like a knot on the bottom or a tombstone, I throw at it, right here. See that mark? That's a crappie. Now let's see if I can get lined up here with him. He's 20 foot. It's five foot deep out there. Now I'm just gonna start reeling slow. It ought to be a good 3 foot. Now I mean slow, I must barely turn it. That's what I'm doing. I don't see my bait. That's fine. I'm just reeling slow. If I don't get a hit, I'll reel it on back here in a minute, getting pretty close to the boat. If I don't get a hit here in a minute, I'm going to just gonna cast again. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay? Oh, there you go. There you go. Live action. That's all I'm doing. Like I said, I'm catching quite a few. I just can't find no big ones. But and fight, boy, they fight hard this time of year, don't they? The water's 62. And I don't have a 4-pound test. I done caught a bunch of fish and I haven't retied. I'm using that little snap that Dave sent me. I said that earlier. And I changed jig heads, if y'all noticed. And I didn't have to retie. I just snapped it off that little snap right there. See that little snap? I just snapped it off, snapped another one on it. That's a nice little fish right there, guys. He ain't no monster, but got a piece of his tail. He's gonna be 11-inch fish, guys. Oh yeah. He's 11 3/4, 11 1/2. See ya? Ain't nothing wrong with catching 11-inch fish. I ain't caught that big fish this evening, but I'm having fun. I can catch the little ones, guys. Big ones, 2 big ones just came by, and I just dropped my line over the side of the boat, and 2 big ones kept going. This one came up from the bottom and grabbed it. He's about 9 inches. That's a bait y'all haven't, I don't think I've used this yet. I don't know if I have or not, guys. This is the full-size cricket. This is a 2-inch cricket. Same body as a willowtail, just different tails. Got little arms on him. This is in Blue Boy. He grabbed it. This one's all dressed up for the show. That's on the cricket. All right, guys, I wasn't going to film that. I just got out here. I came back to where I was yesterday evening because the wind got up on me. I told you the wind was bad. It was getting late. I got a stick that time. Knew that wasn't a fish. But anytime something happens when you throw around cover, y'all notice I don't jerk the hook, I give a pull. Don't keep it tight for a minute, because sometimes the fish will take you around a piece of cover or stick or something and hang you up like that. Alright guys, this is just I wouldn't call this a dink. He's probably 10 inches, 9 1/2. Nah, he's probably 8 1/2. Looking at him sideways. But there's a bunch of them here. You know, I'm trying to put something in every video that's a little worthwhile. I'm just here thinking about what's great about this spawning spot. It's really close to deep water. I said yesterday it's 22 foot right there. Okay, then it's a deep hole right there. Then the main channel's about 18 there, 16, 18 average. I threw right over on that limb. I was talking. Anyway, I'll have to kick over and get it. It's a little cut in the bank, guys, off the channel. No current, okay, because they run water here. When I left yesterday, the water was rolling through that bridge. You can see it moving around the post, because they use this lake they make electricity with. So you got current in the channels. They go get off the channels, and they go get in places where there's cover. There's grass right here, willow grass. There's limbs in the water off these trees. There's a tree in the water there. There's a tree in the water over there. You find a spot that has cover like that, you're going to find some male crappie. The females are here. I'm looking for the females this morning. That's what I was doing. I'm just running my head with my depth finder, looking for the females out in deeper water. And I said, well, I'm going to go back and see if the males are still here. Now, I'm not a biologist, guys, but what I have seen, the biologists they had on Crappie Connection, how they get the biologists and they get game wardens there to talk to them. They said the female crappie come in, kind of like a female bass, come in for an hour or two. That's it. Lay their eggs and they're gone. The males guard the nest, stay there till they're hatched. And I don't think the males travel with them. You know, the bass you'll see a bass swimming around the school for a while. You know, a male bass stay with the school for a little while. I don't know that. I don't think they got in talking about that. If they did, I wasn't paying attention. But the female bass lay their eggs and they go on. Okay? So, there you go. It's a couple hours for the female, she's done. So the females could have came in here last night or yesterday when I was here. I could have been going on, laid their eggs, and they could be gone. So sooner or later, those females are going to show up. You know, we're going to start seeing them on docks and stuff anytime now. That's hopefully this coming week, because it's supposed to get warm this week. But it's cool today. Y'all notice I got my coat back on. Yeah, it's been cool. We've had 3 nights in a row now. Now y'all on the East Coast know. Some of y'all got snow, didn't you? See, we're up north, got snow. So this is during that time that when that snow came through. We didn't get snow, we'll get rain today. Y'all can tell it's cloudy. They're calling for rain here, and it's supposed to start in about at 12 to 12:30, so to 1 o'clock. I didn't get started this morning till 9. I didn't leave my house till 9 because it was cold. And I was waiting for the sun, waiting for it to warm up a little bit before I get out here. But it's not bad right now. I think it was 45, 48 when I left the house. But when you ride down the lake in the boat, guys, that cools you off real fast, doesn't it? See, guys, these right here are big fish. I was telling you, there's one right here, there's one right here. They're not crappie. Can't see them good now. Bring it a little smaller. You see that? So my picture haven't been the best lately. See, that's a big fish there, and right there's one. They're not crappie. There's some kind of, so I think they're carp. So you see him right here? He's the length of the, oops. I messed that up. So he's big. There's one there and one there. Well, those right there might be crappie, but that right there is not a crappie. Alright guys, I came back to a dock that I've been fishing. That's a decent fish. And it's only about 4 or 5 fish on it. And sometimes, you've heard me say this, the bigger fish sometimes will stay to themselves. Now, after the spawn, they definitely will. I'll run around and just check docks for those single fish. Alright. That's a nice fish there, guys. Alright. That's what I was looking for. He still wasn't that 14-incher, but he's good. He's a good 12 and a half, probably. Guys, crappie are scattered everywhere the spawn's happening. The males are shallow. They're around shallow cover. They're not hard to find. The big females are. The females only take part about an hour or so in the spawn. Crappie Connection had a biologist on, talked about that. The males go in, make the beds, hang around for a while. I could caught plenty of little ones, 7 to 10, 7 to 10s. But I looked for the bigger females after I found them, was catching some. I found some out in open water, had trouble getting them to bite. On that one dock had 6 or 8 on it. Caught a couple there that was like 12 inches. I think one of them was 12 and a half, maybe. I don't remember off my bat, but that size. Those 14, 15-inch crappie I have not found. Talked to some of the crappie fishermen, they're having some of the same problems. It's because they're taking part in the spawn. Once they spawn, they could, after they lay eggs, they claim that bass go out somewhere in deep water and just sit there and recuperate. So maybe that's what this large, big female crappie do too. I don't know. But we're going to find them here shortly in the next week or two. They'll start showing up on brush piles and on deep docks, okay? Every year it goes like this during the spawn. The big females can be hard to find. Then what you know, you stop one place and bam, you catch 3 or 4 nice ones, okay? 12 to 14 inches. It's just a matter of finding them, finding ones that have already spawned it, finding maybe some that haven't spawned it. I can go up the lake to cooler water. or lake cools as it goes up the river end. So sometimes it's just a matter of moving around. Okay? So I'm going to be back out there tomorrow after, and I'll see if I'll find them tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It was all about the spawn, finding some fish in the place, then trying to find the females. Hope that helps you, gives you an idea what to do in your lake. Some of y'all guys up north, you're not even close to the spawn yet. It's going to happen in a couple weeks. When you find those males, the bigger females are there. Turn around, look around in open water, see if you can't find them. They're there close by. Hey, my name is Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, my channel's growing. Appreciate each and every one of you. Wednesdays, fun videos. Sundays, port catch. Okay? Guys, thank you. See you next time. Fishing Lake Country. My name is Dennis. See ya.